Hello everyone, how is everyone today? I can see that there are lots of you joining us already, which is amazing. So thank you everyone for tuning in live. I'm just going to turn this off there and then I can see where you all are. So we've got a fabulous Facebook Live planned today. I'm going to be giving you a little sneak peek at some of the brand new collections that we are launching on the website at 6 o'clock tonight. So there are going to be some brand new Stampin Die Sets, some brand new goodies as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a different Facebook Live today. I'm going to show you all of the brand new products, the new stamps, the new dies, and lots of inspiration and finished samples. But I am having quite a few issues with my back, so I can't actually do any crafting today. But what I've already done is I recorded some tutorial videos yesterday. So just need to get those edited and then we'll get them onto YouTube hopefully tomorrow in the next couple of days. But if you haven't done so already, sign up to our email mailing list and you will get an email as soon as all of the new videos and everything are up. Okay then, how is everyone today? Let's just have a little look. So hello to Patricia, hello to Angela, hello to Jill, hello to Christine, hello to Anne who's watching from Australia. Oh my word, we are very much international today. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. So I'm just going to give us another couple of minutes because I can see that people are finding the feed and we'll just wait for everyone to join us. Hello to Sandra as well, who's watching in sunny Spain. How lovely. I hope that you are all having a fabulous time. I've seen some of your makes in the Chloe's Creative Cards Facebook group and they've been absolutely amazing. I'm so pleased that you are all loving Box Kit 9 and also the White Christmas collection. It's been so lovely to see all what you've been creating. It is absolutely fabulous. And if of course you have treated yourself to Box Kit 9, you will have noticed that there is a little sneak peek at some new goodies in there, and those are exactly what I'm going to be showing you today. So yes, very exciting Facebook Live, lots and lots of goodies and lots to show you. So I'm going to dive on in and I'm going to show you the new collection. So I'll pop a picture of a few finished samples in, and then I'm going to show you some of them in the flash. So here are the Stampin Die Sets and the dies as well. So we've got 3 Stampin Die Sets and 1 die set as well, which are absolutely gorgeous. So you might have noticed this tree in the box kit. I'm going to pop it on the overhead camera so that you can have a proper look. We've then got a gorgeous reindeer. We've got a beautiful Christmas branches stamp, which you are going to love. It is absolutely fabulous for adding like branch details behind the baubles, for die cutting out as well. It works so well. And then we've got this one here that is a beautiful background die. So these little stars actually die cut into the card. So that's this one. And then we've got some stamp sets as well. So we've got the beautiful Christmas verse stamp that I know lots of you have been waiting for. Absolutely fabulous for adding sentiments on the front of your card and also on the inside too. We've then got a gorgeous Santa sleigh stamp, which is brilliant for using over all of your backgrounds and all such like. Then we've got this gorgeous, I know that lots of you had spotted this one in the magazine with the little bunnies at the bottom, so cute. This is the Festive Friends scene stamp, amazing for making your DL cards. Literally you can just stamp and emboss it and pop a little bit of ink or a little bit of sparkle over the top and it works so well. And this one here is beautiful. This is the Festive Foliage background, and I actually filmed a tutorial for this one yesterday, and I did it onto vellum, and then what we did is embossed it in white and it looked absolutely gorgeous and made like a wraparound card. So I'm going to pop you on the overhead camera. I'll pop some finished samples in just while I get these ready. Oh, where we at? There we go. And we'll pop the overhead in just a moment. So what I've done is I've pulled out one card to show you how each of the sets work, and then behind me I've got loads of finished samples, so I'll show you those in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this one here. That is the beautiful Scalloped Star background die set. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is perfectly sized to fit on the front of a 6x6 card, just like this one here. And the reason why I've lifted this card in is this shows you the concept from start to finish. So you've basically got a beautiful scalloped edge die, you've then got a straight die, and you've got another scallop, and then you've got this beautiful panel die that cuts into your card. So can you see, if I hold this up, how all of those little stars die cut out, and then you can add your glitters behind, you can be adding your crackle paper pad, you can be adding any of your inky backgrounds, anything like that. It works absolutely perfectly. So it's a really, really gorgeous die. I know we've kind of popped this in the Christmas collection, but this is going to be one of those dies that you can use all year round, and we do have some men's things coming out next year, and this is going to work perfectly with those too. It's an absolutely beautiful die. Gorgeous for creating your card blanks, but then if you want to, you can kind of layer it up and pop it onto a bigger 8x8 card too, which I'll show you with some of the finished samples. So that's the first one. That is the scalloped start background, okay? And it's a nice small scallop as well. It's not kind of too big and chunky. Next one that I've got is the beautiful Christmas branches. Now, when I very first started, I can remember one of our first stamps, the code was JUL011, and I can remember that because we had to reorder it so many times. And it was a beautiful fir branch stamp. But what we've done is kind of taken that concept and we've elevated it to the next level. So within here, you've got the beautiful Christmas branches, but you've also got dies that match them. So you can see how you can be using the branches to stamp it along the top of your card. If you want to hang your baubles from box kit 9, they work absolutely perfectly together. So you can see how gorgeous this all goes together. But you do also get the dies within this set as well. So if I just open this up, let's see if I can just get into this one. There we go. You can see how you've got your die set. Now the dies are a little bit complicated. I can remember when I sent Glynis these to do some finished samples with, I sent her the die and forgot to send her the stamp, and she was like, what on earth is this? But it all makes sense when you see it with the stamp. So you've got your beautiful die set, and then you've got your foliage on your stamp. So on here, you've got your 2 large branches, so you've got one going each way, and then you've got one with holly as well. You've also got the little sprigs and a little bit of holly as well. So these are going to be brilliant for using as foliage, maybe it's behind your Christmas roses and things like that. It's going to be such a useful stamp set. I can't wait to kind of get going with these. They are absolutely fabulous. Okay, so that's your Christmas branches. I'm going to pop that one back into the packet. Let's keep neat and tidy as we go today. The next one that we've got is, let me have a look, we've got this one here, which is the gorgeous Festive Friend Scene, which is beautiful. Amazing for your DL cards. This is a really massive DL size stamp. It is huge, but it's a beautiful silhouette. So what that means is you can be stamping and embossing this and then painting over the top with your sparkle inks and things, which is what Becca's done on this card. So literally all she's done, you will notice this is one of the projects from box kit 8, is she's stamped and embossed the stamp in white, and then she's used sparkle pens and just done a watercolour wash over the background, added a little bit of glitter on, and that is your card done. So quick and easy to do. So if, like me, you are very last minute making your Christmas cards, this is going to be fabulous for you, because you can literally stamp and emboss it, maybe use a patterned paper in the background or anything like that, and it's going to look absolutely fabulous. Okay, so that one is the Festive Friend Scene. Next one that we've got is Santa's Sleigh, which, as you can see, is Santa's sleigh. So this one is just a stamp. So you've got the beautiful sleigh design, you've got a little starry trail, you've got some little snowflakes, and of course you've got the lovely sentiment that says believe in the magic of Christmas. This works absolutely beautifully. So you can see how just by stamping and embossing this onto your different coloured cards, you can kind of get that beautiful silhouette effect with this. And what Becca's done with this one is she's used pixie powders in the background. Now, I'm sure you can all remember a few years ago I was pretty obsessed with pixie powders. Absolutely love them. And so there's a question asking, what does DL stand for? It stands for double length. So it's double the length to the width is what DL is. Okay. So pixie powders in the background, use the stamps to create like a silhouette, and then using that beautiful Santa's sleigh across the front, along with that believe in the magic of Christmas sentiment. You can see how fabulous this all works together. It is absolutely gorgeous. So that is your Santa's sleigh stamp, which is again going to be brilliant. If you want to make quick and easy Christmas cards, you can literally just stamp and emboss that, add your embossing powders over the top, and it just works absolutely perfectly. So that one is Santa's Sleigh. I'm going to get to all the details of when they'll be available, how much they'll be when we get to the end. Next one that we have is this gorgeous little reindeer. I love this one. So this one's the Proud Reindeer, and you can see it's a really nice large image. The size of the largest die here is in 8.5 centimetres by 12.7 centimetres. So it's a really nice large image. Stamped and embossed and die cut out, it just looks gorgeous. By adding a little bow onto his neck, it looks so pretty. So you can see how you can mix and match all of the elements on here. So we've used one of those beautiful papers from the Crackle paper pad, and we've used that gorgeous star die in the background here. And then we've also got the beautiful reindeer that's been stamped and embossed in Saint-Tropez Sans embossing powder, which is gorgeous. You can then add your little jewels into the middle of the snowflakes too to really bling them up. But you can see how by adding the branches in the corner, by using that Merry Christmas, which is from the box kit 9, how everything works so perfectly together. This card, I just love this card. This is one of Becca's, and you can see how she's really gone to town by using all of those gorgeous rose gold colours. It just works so beautifully together. And then this frame is actually from that Scalloped star background. I always get my tongue in a twist with that one. I don't know why I named it Scalloped star background. Oh my word, what a complicated one. But you can see how everything works perfectly together. So that's your gorgeous Proud Reindeer. And what you also get in this set, again, sorry, I'm gonna have to open it up to show you here. There we go. So you can see how you get the little baubles as well. So you get the die for the baubles, because what you can then do is hang them off the antlers if you want to as well. So you can see how you get the beautiful reindeer in here. You get a sentiment that says sending a little Christmas sparkle, winter wonderland, let it snow. You get those gorgeous baubles, and then you also get all of the snowflakes. So you can be using the snowflakes to build the backgrounds up, to create your own backing papers. You can do so much with this stamp set. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you want to make like smaller, say 4x6 inch cards, you could literally just pop that reindeer in the middle with a sentiment on, and it's going to look absolutely fabulous. So that is the Proud Reindeer stamp, which we are loving at Chloe's Creative Cards HQ. Okay, next one that we've got, I am saving one here as well because I think you're going to love it, is the Festive Foliage background. Okay, now this stamp is an absolute whopper of a stamp. It is DL in size again, so it's a really nice large image. If you are struggling for acrylic blocks for these large stamps as well, you need to get adding our acrylic block set into your basket, because the largest block in there is going to fit all of these stamps on absolutely perfectly. But you can see this background stamp is gorgeous. So you can line it up to create a background, or you can be stamping, embossing it and then colouring it in. I think this is a one from Barbara, and she's coloured this in with her pens, and then she's added a little bit of glitter and some jewels on the top. But you can just see how beautiful that all looks and comes together. Then by just adding a sentiment and a ribbon, what an easy card to make, but it just looks so effective. So you can see how gorgeous that looks, and then by adding your sparklicious glitters, it just takes it to the next level. So that one is the Festive Foliage background, okay, which again is gorgeous. Okay, the next one I think is going to be a popular one, and it's this one here. So there is the beautiful tree embossing folder in the issue 9 box kit, okay, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, we need to have that as a stamp. Like, as soon as I started using that embossing folder, I was like, oh my word, we need it as a stamp. It is absolutely crying out for just a little bit of embossing powder on there. So we had to do it as a stamp. And if we've got a stamp, we needed a die to match it, so then you can be building it up. So here is a project here that has been made using this gorgeous tree. It is absolutely beautiful. So you've got the lovely large tree in this set. You've also got a little starry corner, and you have got a Merry Christmas as well. So you can see how it all mixes and matches and works perfectly together. Honestly, this tree you are going to absolutely love. Again, quick and easy Christmas cards. Stamp and emboss it, few jewels on the top, you're good to go. What you can also be doing, which is what we've done with the embossing folder, is if you take your art glitter dries clear glue, so this one here, with the fine tip applicator, You can literally use this like a pen and just trace over the design and then pop your sparklicious glitter over the top. Or if you just want to stamp and emboss it in your gorgeous wow embossing glitters, you are going to get an equally sparkly effect. The tree doesn't match the embossing folder exactly, but it is the same design and it does come with a die. Okay, so you can see how gorgeous that one is as well. So that is the Swirl and Stars tree, which is fabulous. I'm going to bring another card in to show you too. So this is mixing and matching lots of the elements. And we've got that gorgeous tree again. So that's been stamped and embossed and it's got some jewels on. We've then got the beautiful proud reindeer here as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. Adding a little bow, adding a little red nose as well. But have you noticed these sentiments? So we've got a beautiful stamp set. So it's A6 in size and you've got 5 different sentiments in here. So you've got may peace, love and joy be yours this Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas and a wonderfully Happy New Year. May the Christmas season fill your home with joy and your life with laughter. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Warmest thoughts for a wonderful Christmas. So you can see how these sentiments are going to be the perfect little finish and embellishment for any of your projects. So you can be using them on the front of your cards or you can also be using them on the inside as well. But you can see again how using that white Christmas paper pad, using the beautiful 8x8 snowflake frames die, how everything works so perfectly together to create these gorgeous cards. But they are so easy to do. Okay then, so that is everything. It's like a little mini release, this one. It's not a huge one. It's a nice little mini release. So I'm going to pop the little graphic in. So this is the traditional Christmas. We've got them all available individually, or we do have them as an I Need It All collection. So if you bought each element individually, it will be $95.92. But if you want to go for the bundle, you save over 25% and you get it for $69.99. These will all be available on the website tonight, chloescreativecards.co.uk, and they will be available from 6 p.m. tonight. Okay, that's when all of the stock will be loaded. But you can see this is going to be such a useful Christmas collection. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure that you're going to be able to use this for so many different occasions and so many different cards as well. Because like the branches necessarily don't need to be for Christmas. You could be using those for your winter birthdays as well. And of course, that gorgeous little star background is going to be useful all year round. I saw in the comments as well, I'm sorry I didn't quite catch the name, but someone mentioned that it would be really good for baby cards too. And I think that would be a fabulous idea. I can see Karen's asking, where do you get your embellishments and jewels from? I'll be completely honest, we used to sell them, but we can't get them anymore. So we have actually kind of recycled them off previous cards and peeled them off and stuck them back on. So yes, there we go. But everything will be available individually as well for these gorgeous stamps and dies. Or you can go for the whole bundle if you just decide that you need it all. And again, it really coordinates nicely with the box kit 9 because you can be hanging those baubles from the branches. The foliage has a similar feel to it to what you get in box kit 9. And then obviously the tree, which we knew that you were going to love, and that gorgeous reindeer as well. It all just mixes and matches together so well. So I'll pop me back on camera so that you can see me. So you can see that I've popped a little selection of some of the cards from box kit 9 up on the top shelf. And then I'm going to grab all of these other ones in to show you because these are all using these beautiful stamps and dies. And there are so many finished samples. Again, they're all photographed. We're going to be popping them on the Facebook page. As I explained, for everyone who wasn't quite at the start of the video, I'm having quite a few problems with my back, so I can't actually stamp or demonstrate today, but I have got some tutorial videos that I've already recorded. I just need to get them edited and popped onto YouTube for you. So there's some nice quick and easy Christmas cards in there as well, and there's some nice little techniques that you can take from them too. But make sure you're signed up to the email newsletter on the website. As soon as you signed up, you will you'll get an email to let you know when the videos are on there. And of course, we do always post on Facebook as well. Sharon's asking, what embossing powder would you recommend? Literally any of the Wow embossing powders. Don't tend to use the ultra high ones because they're more for kind of your melt pot, like melting down. But any of the Wow embossing powders. So we've got, if you want like a basic couple, I would probably go for Twinkling Lights, which is a gold, Silver Dollar, which is a silver, Saint-Tropez Sands. I am obsessed with Mercury Glass as well at the moment, but those are like metallics that are going to cover you for a lot of occasions. Oh, I'm so pleased that you are loving all of these. Yeah, Janet's right. You can use the star die for anything, birthdays, anniversaries. If you've got any of our sentiment builder stamps as well, you could just do that gorgeous starry background, pop your sentiment in the middle, and that would then be your card done. But again, I think for men's cards, it's going to be like brilliant. Okay then. So everything will be on the website tonight at 6 p.m. That is 6 p.m. in the UK, which I believe is GMT now for anyone who's watching internationally. Okay then, so I'm going to grab these cards in to show you. Let me just pick these up. What I've done is I've organised them all into little collections as well. So the first little set that I've got to show you are using the branch, the Christmas branches. So I'll pop it on the overhead because I think that's a little bit easier to see the finished cards. So let me pop this in. There we go. Oh, imagine when I need to do the little, I did it last time, didn't I, on the last video where it like kind of like slided in. It was so cool. But anyway, I digress. Right then, so this is the first card and this is using those beautiful branches. Is this one of Ruth's. Absolutely gorgeous. So using the beautiful Lagoon glitter card and mirror card in the background. And then we've got the Christmas branches. And what she's done is stamped these just in a grey ink pad, scribbled over the top with a little bit of glitter. And yeah, just sparkled it up a bit. Then she stamped and embossed the reindeer, die cut him out in the middle and added some of the little baubles onto there. But you can see how dimensional these branches are as well. You can really kind of build these up and 3D them, but you can see they are absolutely gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Building it up around the frame. But imagine creating like a Christmas wreath with these. That's something that I really want to do. So many ideas, not enough time in the day. But creating a gorgeous wreath, it would look absolutely fabulous. But by changing the colour up on these branches, don't they look like more frosty rather than traditional, if that makes sense? So I think with these, you're going to be able to do an awful lot of different kind of occasions and different techniques with them. So that one is using the Christmas branches and the reindeer. Next one is using the Christmas branches across the top again. And this one's been made on our fancy ovals die. So you can see how gorgeous that then looks. You've got the branches going across the top, which you can see are really dimensional. So what you can do is you can just curl them between your finger and thumb. Then if you stick them down with blobs of glue gel, but like flatten areas, leave areas a little bit more raised, that gives you so much dimension. Add a few little jewels onto there, so then that looks like berries. And then you can use your baubles from box kit 8, pop your sentiments on, and just hang them from the branches, which was the whole idea behind this collection. When we were doing baubles with that box kit, I was like, we need like a big branch to hang those from, because that is Christmas, isn't it? Kind of hanging the baubles on the Christmas tree, hanging them from the garland. Absolutely beautiful. So that's using the Christmas branches again. This one, oh, I've lost the little bow off the corner. This is actually the one that I did for the packaging. So I just wanted to show how you can make, look at that for me. How flat is that card? I did well with this one, I'm feeling. So for posting, so easy to do. So all I did was just stamped and embossed the Christmas branches around the edge. And I've done this one in, this looks like metallic silver sparkle. And then all I've done is just scribbled. So literally go in with your glue. And when I say scribble, I mean like scribble. Okay, literally just scribble. Cover it with your green glitter. I think this one was parakeet on this card that I used. And then you can use your little red berries and just dot them about to create the foliage. But you can see how beautiful that then looks. This one's just a 7x7 card, but you can just keep building the background up, keep adding in the jewels, keep adding in little dots into the background to make it look really snowy and festive. And I think as well, if you're a scrapbooker, this will be incredible to be able to build a page with, just to kind of scrapbook it up and build frames and things like that. But honestly, I think you're going to use this Stampin' Die set so much. I know when we brought out that original Fair branch, it was just so incredibly popular. And it looked like nothing in the packet, like literally nothing at all. But once you started using it, honestly, it just works so well. And by adding the foliage, it just creates and takes your cards to the next level. So that one's using the Christmas branches again. This one is from Glynis, and you can see how Glynis has gone more traditional with this one, which works so well. So So this is using our Festive Fancies paper. She's used those Christmas branches and she's stamped and embossed them in green, die cut them out and added a little bit of gold glitter on there. Can you see that? And then she's built up like a little arrangement and hung the bauble in the middle. Then we've got the red bow at the top and she's used the fabulous snowflake border die down the side as well from the White Christmas release. So you can see how beautiful that then looks, but it just pulls everything together, and by using the different colours you can make it more traditional. Or if we look back at this one here that Ruth did, it looks totally more contemporary. So you can see just by changing the colours of what you stamp this one in and what you glitter it in, it's going to look totally different. So that's the Christmas branches again, and this bauble is from box kit 9. Now to get this Merry Christmas stamp you needed to get the limited edition version from us directly as well, so that works perfectly with this one. Next one is, I think this might be Barbara. This is Barbara. So she's layered up some of the Christmas roses. She's really gone to town with the little centres here, and then she's used the branches up the side. She's popped some little jewels just onto here, but you can see by stamping and embossing it in green it works so well. And if you were looking for a gorgeous green to stamp and emboss this in, I would go for Wow Frosted Fir. If you want a slightly darker Hollywood Hills, or we've also got, I think it's I want to say iced spruce. It's something spruce or frosted spruce, but yeah, those greens are absolutely gorgeous. So if you want that lovely glittery green effect, it's going to work absolutely perfectly. Okay, so those are the little samples that I pulled out with the Christmas branches. I'm going to grab another pile in now. So I'm going to go far out. I'm going to go for the tree ones. Okay. So, I mean, just look, I'm going to put the camera on the other way. Look at all the cards that I've got with the tree. There are so many to show you, but each and every one of them is absolutely beautiful. So let me pop this one back in. So let's start with this one here. So you can see how the tree's been stamped and embossed in the background. Then we've got one that's been die cut. Of course, that gorgeous reindeer had to be added in. And then we've got a little bit of the silver snow glitter across the bottom as well. But you can see that tree. Oh, you can just have a blast. Popping your little jewels on there. Adding all of the different colours. It's like adding little baubles onto your card in effect. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. So that's that one with the tree. The next one is using the tree in that gorgeous star background. So again, more contemporary. Using your pinks and your teals with this one, adding the tree in the corner, adding your sparkle sentiment and using that lovely starry background. This one is like bling on the background here. So what's been done with this one is we've used a double-sided adhesive sheet. We've die cut out the scalloped star background and then lifted the back off the double-sided adhesive sheet. What we've then done is covered it with glass slipper glitter, which gives you this amazing glittery effect. And then when we've stuck it down, we've popped it onto mirror card. So then you get the mirror card shining through. But look at that tree. That tree is just like, I just love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Stamped and embossed. Add some jewels onto there, or if you want to trace it and pop your glitter over the top, you can be doing as well. Another one here, mixing and matching lots of different elements. So this one's using the tree that's been die cut out. We've also got the little branches coming in from the side, and then the little baubles hung down from the reindeer too. So you can see how beautiful that looks. And what I always like to do as well, and what we've done on the samples is, if you just scribble with your glue underneath your tree and either pop Crystallina, Silver Snow, any of the more kind of white glitters on, it gives you that snowy effect, and it just grounds the tree rather than it hovering, if that makes sense, because nobody wants a hovering tree. It needs to be grounded on the card. Okay, the next one that we've got is from Ruth, and she's gone really kind of contemporary with this one, which I love. So she's done the tree 3 times, and then she's die cut them out, glittered them up, added some jewels on there. But can you see the stars in the corner? These just look absolutely gorgeous. So she's used the little stars in the corner just to kind of lift this and give it that extra kind of, I don't know, just to create like a little frame. But it just looks fabulous. So those stars again, that little corner stamp, I think you're going to use all the time, all year round. Absolutely gorgeous. Next one is a little bit more kind of traditional from Ruth again, so all in that gorgeous white and silver. So you can see how she's created the background here by stamping and embossing onto mirror card. She's then done the tree onto white card and die cut it out, and then use those little snowflake corners as well just to create the background there. And these scalloped squares are actually from the Scalloped Star background set as well. So you can see how everything mixes and matches. Next one up we have got is from Becca. So this was in box kit number 9 again. So you can see how she's done the tree in the bottom corner. She's gone really pastel-y with this one, which looks gorgeous. She's made her own background using her sparkle inks, and then she's stamped and embossed that Santa sleigh just across the corner here and added some little jewels just for that little magical sparkle. And then we've got one of those beautiful Christmas verses in the bottom corner there too. And then this one, this looks like a Glynis card. It is. We've got from Glynis. So she's used the Festive Fancies paper pad, which is slightly more traditional. Then all she's done with these trees is stamped and embossed them in Twinkling Lights Wow powder. Then she's added little dots of glue and added red and green glitter. And you can just see how beautiful that looks. She's then added the Merry Christmas as well, which you get included as a Stampin' Die within the tree stamp set. Okay, but you can see again, mixing and matching, it just works absolutely perfectly. So that's a slightly more traditional project using the Swirl and Stars tree. Pop that to one side. Let me grab some more in. So I'm going to grab these ones in. This is using the Scalloped Star background. So you can see you can die cut this out and ink it up a little bit, which kind of just highlights the embossing there. So you can see how gorgeous that looks, then adding your glitters over the top, and of course adding your beautiful Christmas tree as well. It just works so well. Next up is another one using that background but matting and layering it up. This looks more like a 7x7 or a 7.5 inch square card. So you've got your base scallop, you've got your straight die, then you've got your extra scalloped one with your little stars die cut in. But can you see how you can add the glitter? I don't know whether it's really hard for the camera to pick this up. How you can add the glitter behind the stars. So then it really twinkles. Then to add the sentiment on this one, we've actually done it on vellum. Stamped and embossed it and wrapped it round and added that beautiful Santa sleigh in the top as well. Next up is showing you how you can take that background but matte and layer it up to an 8x8 card if you want. So we've got the beautiful star background die here. Then we've got the little extra scallop layer, and then it's actually being matte and layered onto the snowflake frames die. So that works so well. We've got the branches again, using that behind the little Christmas rose, and also using one of the Christmas verses as well. But can you see how twinkly the stars look? Like, I can see it in here, but I don't know whether the camera is picking it up at all. But you can see how glittery and twinkly that then is. Absolutely gorgeous. That die you're just able to do so much with. It was really hard actually separating out the card samples for that one because it's on quite a few of the finished samples. And of course, all of the little stars that die cut out, you can be saving those and using them as little shakers in your shaker cards. So this is actually the one that is on the packaging for the Proud Reindeer Stampin Die Set. So you can see with this one, this was honestly such a quick and easy card to make. So all I've done is stamped and embossed the reindeer onto some lapis lazuli pearl card, and I've used the Twinkling Lights Wow powder, stuck that down, added some little jewels to his antlers and dotted some jewels in the background, and then added the Sending a Little Christmas Sparkle sentiment in the as a tag in the top corner, which is absolutely gorgeous. Just matte and layered it up using the crackle paper pad too, so you can see how that all works really nicely together. Next up, we've got another one with that gorgeous reindeer. This one's from Barbara. I mean, look at the background on here. Barbara's used that beautiful silver crystal glitter from last year on here, which we do still have on the website actually. And if you haven't got it, add silver crystal into your basket. It's just beautiful. So we've got that proud reindeer in the middle, and then she's hung the little baubles from the antlers as well. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see how that all comes together, and then she's added the Winter Wonderland sentiment across the bottom too. Next up, this is from Glynis. So Glynis has used lots of the beautiful papers from the Crackle paper pad and the White Christmas paper pad. And then we've got that lovely reindeer stuck down in the middle along with the sentiment, sending a little Christmas sparkle. But just by stamping and embossing that reindeer, it looks absolutely stunning. The detail that is within that stamp, there is just so much. Next up, we've got this one from Ruth. So Ruth's used the beautiful branches at the top and the bottom, and then she's popped the reindeer in the middle and hung the little baubles from his antlers as well. That looks so cute. Next up, this is the one from Becca, and this was in the box kit again as well. So she's done this all in the lovely frosty blues. Again, you can see she's just scribbled a little bit at the bottom to ground the reindeer so he's not hovering midair. She's added some little jewels just onto the reindeer and hung the baubles from his antlers. But you can see how beautiful that then looks. All of the sparkle and twinkle as well. That one's been embossed in silver dollar by the looks of it. But you can see it just looks gorgeous. Next up, I love this one. This is one of Barbara's. So what she's done is kind of cut she's used our basic circles die and she's cut an aperture in the centre of the card. She's then done lots of the Christmas branches, but the way she's stuck them down is, can you see how she's done it with glue gel? So if you squish it in the middle and leave it raised up at the edge, it gives you all of this dimension. So she's built the foliage around the edge, added some little berries onto there, added the little holly leaves on as well, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. And then of course she's used that beautiful reindeer in the middle and added the sending a little Christmas sparkle sentiment, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we've got the little antler, the baubles hung from his antlers as well there too. But honestly, those branches, like, it doesn't look much in the packet. When you see the stamp, you're like, what am I going to do with that? But it's one of those, once you start using it, it's not going to be off your desk. You're going to use it all the time. Okay then, so next up, we've got that lovely Festive Friends scene, which is gorgeous. So this one has used all of those gorgeous kind of minty blues and greens, which is so lovely. So stamped and embossed, just using a plain embossing powder on this one, and then adding all of the little dots of glue on to pop your gems on, and a little bit of glitter, along with one of those beautiful Christmas verses there as well. You can see how lovely that then looks and how the colours all come together so well. So that's on an A5 card as well, just so you can get an idea of the scale and what sizes of cards you're going to be making with this one at home. Next up, we've got like a DL card that's just been matte and layered up using that lovely sentiment, not sentiment stamp, sorry, panel stamp, and adding the sentiment on from the reindeer there, sending a little Christmas sparkle, which is absolutely gorgeous. Adding little dots of glitter onto here as well to really kind of bling it up. Next up from Ruth, just stamping it in an ink pad and then popping a little bit of glitter over the top. Really quick and easy to do. Next up, this was one of my projects from the box kit. So what I thought was, if we did it as like a gatefold card, like so. So all I've done is stamped two panels, matte and layered them up and stuck them on the front of my card. Just created a gatefold, and that was so easy to do. Next up, another one that's just been stamped and embossed and glittered onto a DL card, but you can see how beautiful that then looks. Next up, we've got this one, so you can see how you can take it up to like an 8x8 card if you want to as well. So using that beautiful panel down the middle, using the snowflake border die just down the side, and then adding in a little bit of mirror card in the background and some beautiful papers as well. But you can see how that all comes really nicely together. And next up, this is one of Glynis's cards. So this is like, I think this might be like an 8" by 10" card, I want to say. But you can see how Glynis has used that beautiful panel in the middle. She's added a little bit of extra glitter onto here, of course, because we know that Glynis loves the bling. And then she's also stamped and embossed a background as well, using some of our other snowflake stamps. But you can see again how everything mixes and matches and works so perfectly together. So that one is the Festive Friends panel stamp. Next up, I'll show you the next panel stamp, which is the Foliage one. So we've got the beautiful foliage that we've just, again, stamped and embossed in silver and coloured in. And by changing this one to silver, it gives you a totally different look. It gives you like a more contemporary look, if that makes sense. Adding some pearls onto there, adding some snowflakes into the background as well. Next up is a beautiful A5 card here. So all that's been done with this one is it's been stamped in black and then coloured in using your pro markers. So because we've used pro markers on this one, you'd need to use a water-based ink pad, so something like Memento or something along those lines. But you can see how fabulous that then looks. It's really, really pretty. And just by adding in the little jewels as well, honestly, everything mixes and matches perfectly together. When we design a range, we always kind of think about how you've got to use it with what we've already released. So everything always coordinates and mixes and matches together. Next up, we've got another one here. So this one's been stamped and embossed in gold and then just very lightly coloured with some watercolours, and of course a little bit of bling on the top and a little bow added to the top as well. But you can see how beautifully that all works together and how gorgeous that all looks. Okay, final little pile of finished samples we've got here, and these ones all look like they're maybe with Santa's sleigh. Yes, they are. So we've got this one here, which is gorgeous, using the Santa's sleigh in the middle, using the little snowflakes to create your background, adding in your sentiment and matting and layering those up onto those 8x8 snowflake frames. Really pretty, really easy to do. Next up, we've got that Santa's sleigh again, just stamped and embossed in white onto some navy card and matte and layered up, but you can see how beautiful that then looks. And this is like about an A5 size card, I would say. If you want to get a little bit creative with your inky techniques, you can be creating a little masked moon, then using your distress inks in the background to ink up, and then stamping that Santa's sleigh across the top. But you can see how gorgeous that then looks. Then these little embellishments are from our Reindeer Snowflakes die set that was on that we brought out with the White Christmas collection. That one came out. And then we've got a beautiful Christmas verse there as well that says "Believe in the Magic of Christmas," which is actually included with the Santa sleigh stamp. Next up, we've got another one, getting a little bit creative, adding a little bit of ink in the background there, using one of those beautiful branches as well. But you can see by stamping this in black and using it as more of like a silhouette image, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Next up now, I thought this was a really cool idea. So this is from Barbara, and what she's done is she's used the confetti circle stamp. So can you remember we brought that out? That must have been July, August time this year. Just with an everyday collection, but you can see it kind of creates a really nice background for the Santa sleigh to fly across. So that's just they've both just been stamped in black and embossed in clear, and then adding some little jewels and glitter around the edge as well, and then adding a sentiment that says "Sending a little Christmas sparkle." You can see how beautifully that all works together, and adding a bow at the top too. Next up, we've got a beautiful scene that's been built. So this is using one of our very old tree stamps. I think it might actually be in the sale, the Festive tree, so have a little look. Using the Santa sleigh across the top and the "Believe in the Magic of Christmas" sentiment, and then adding that beautiful little frame around the edge as well. So that is everything. That is all the finished cards that I have I've got to show you for this one. So it is like a little mini range. There's only 8 Stamps and Die Sets in this one. So everything will be on the website at 6 o'clock tonight. As always, everything is available individually, or we do have the I Need It All bundle. So I'll pop the image back in for the bundle. There we go. So if you bought everything individually, it will be $95.92, or if you wanted to go for absolutely everything and save 25%, you will get it for $69.99. But you can see you've got lots and lots of versatility within this collection. You've got the Stampin' Die sets, you've got the beautiful scalloped star background die set, and you've got your panel stamps, and you've also got your verses and your Santa sleigh as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So everything will be on the website tonight from 6 o'clock. Like I say, if you want to go for everything, great. If you want to pick and choose, you can do as well. We've got options there for you completely. All of the cards are photographed and will be going up on Facebook very soon. And I've also, like I was saying earlier, I have recorded some video tutorials, so they'll be going up soon too. So if you haven't done so already, please do sign up to our newsletter on the website, chloescreativecards.co.uk. Give us a like on the page and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. That would be amazing, and then you will always get a notification when there's a new video live. So I really hope that you have enjoyed today's little live video, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Bye.